We're coming to you straight out of Penge High Street, Yardman Butcher Shop.
Yes. Welcome to Ropes Podcast for Business Level Up. This is where black people try to level up in business to compete in the real world. So, welcome Kino to Ropes Podcast, and how are you doing this evening?
Well, I'm doing fine. Pleasure to have me here.
Okay, so how is business going on?
Well, at the moment, the COVID and everything, so, business is not where it should be, but, it affects everybody who have a business, even people who don't have a business, so the COVID make everything a little bit slow, but we just have to get on with it and try to make the best out of it.
Well, we're coming out of lockdown very soon, and I can see the people them start to smile again. Lots of the people them take their injection or their vaccine, so they're looking for a normal life, if we can call it that. So, are you looking forward to it?
Well, I always have a normal life, regardless of the situation, but at the end of the day, like I said, the COVID make everything, a bit strange. Never see the world locked down before, so, getting back to the way of life we normally have it is a welcome pleasure. So yeah, looking forward to it. And more business can be more prosperous. So definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, so tell me about Kino. Where Kino from?
Well, Kino is just a humble guy, from Arnett Garden. Well, originally I'm from Waterhouse. My mom from Waterhouse, my dad from Arnett Garden. And we moved back into Arnett Garden in, 1980 when JLP win election. So because my dad was kind of PMP and my mother upon the PMP side, Labour right win Waterhouse kind of dominate. So in 1980 me and my mom moved back, and my first brother moved back with my father back to Arnett Garden, place called Jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how I grew up until my early 20s, 21, come to England.
Okay. So it's good. And so what's life like coming to England?
Well, it wasn't that what I expected, because back in Jamaica, I used to play basketball for Arnett Garden. We go through the season unbeaten, we win 2-3 division. So I was looking all up into NBA. I was looking forward to actually go to America because of the basketball and things. So when the opportunity come, most of my family member was in England, get opportunity to come here. It was nothing that I expected. It was totally the opposite.
Big culture shock.
It is how the word can't even explain. Because for me, the first day, because I come straight into from Jamaica straight to Edward Street, right side of Deptford Green there.
Okay, so
yeah, so that's where
Edward Street, yeah.
Yeah, so
and them time Deptford was bad.
Yeah, when I apparently was right on Edward Street, I was right behind Ghetto there, so it was cool still because everybody know you and family member and everything, so it was cool. But at the end of the day, it was a thing where I don't understand how people know where to go, because everywhere looked the same. And I was saying to my cousin, I remember I came here I leave Jamaica the Wednesday, I came here the Thursday, and the Saturday we were going to Lewisham Shopping Centre, and he was driving. I'm like, fam, how you know where to get? Like everywhere just look the same. So it was a big shock, but there's no turning back. So I eventually
just make it your home.
Just make it your home, try to adapt and try to fit in as best as possible in the right way, and just get on with life.
Okay. There's time gone when I used to take the train or the underground, and when I come out the train station, I look up and I don't know where to go, if I should go left or go right, so I have to wait until a bus come, see what right on the bus. Yeah. Well, so I understand what you're saying. Everywhere
does it the same, for real.
So, Kino, what get you into business?
Well, I was always into business. Basically, I would say I just born that way. I was a type where I don't like a 9 to 5 where I have to wait till a week or 2 weeks or a month to get paid. That wasn't me. I just didn't like it. I like to have money in my pocket. So from the early days back in, I used to go Irish Deli, and a couple of us from Angola used to go. It wasn't a lot of us go Irish Deli, more everybody in Jungle normally go to Johnson Primary. And Irish Deli was, kind of, well, two of us from down that side went to Irish Deli, me and my friend. And you know what? When I was in, I think about, we call it grade 4, grade 5, I think about 11 years old. My brethren used to come to school, and remember at that time we used to buy lunch for $2. And enough people remember V. We used to have that lady come out there, she used to sell curry chicken back and brown soup chicken back and white rice. It used to be $2 for one. And I remember my brethren, Omar Brown, always buying 2 and 3, when sometimes we could ever afford 1. And I asked him one day when I was going back home, and I asked him, why am I always where you get money from? He said to me that, you know what, I go town with my mother on the weekend, sometime during the week, and make my money, and that's how I have my money. So I was like, okay. So from that day on, I said, you know what, that's what I want to do. And the first opportunity I get, I was living with my auntie at the time, God bless her soul, she passed away. And I said to her that I want to go to town to sell bag juice. And she was like, no, because I have a cousin, I'm 6 months older than him. And she was like, why would I send you? I have my son here. People will say, things. So didn't happen that Saturday. So the following Saturday now, I persuaded my cousin to come. And he said no, and I said to him like, just come, and when you come, just go back home. And so we asked her again, and I said to her that me and Keno, that's my cousin as well, said we're going to town, and she said okay. And that was it. We went to town that Saturday. He just didn't want to stay, he just went back, and that's was it. I just never looked back. Like I said, I went to town from I was about 11 years old. During high school, I was there still doing my thing. I do everything. When they say, sometimes when I hear people say they're hustler, I know people go to America, England or Canada, and them go on the road and juggle whatever they're doing. That doesn't make you a hustler in my terms, because for me, a hustler, when I'm in town, I sell bag juice, I sell chi-chip, I push cart, I sell fudge, icicle, bongo. It's like anything at the time.
Young entrepreneur.
Yeah, anything I just find. Green Christmas time, I sell decoration, crimpy paper, balloon, whatever, box juice, water. It's just whatever. Till one of the time I start sell clothes. So it's just that whatever available, that's what I jump on. It's nothing was out of my limit, or nothing was beyond me to do. And it followed me come to England.
Good. So my research also tell me that you're a vlogger as well.
I wouldn't say I'm a vlogger, but because of Arsenal, being on AFTV, and I have my own YouTube channel, Yardman AFC, and football. I did support Arsenal back in Jamaica, but not that much because I was all up into basketball. But I remember seeing Arsenal play one time against Liverpool, and I saw them play against Newcastle. And for some reason, I just liked the team. And then the first time when I really sit down and watch Arsenal, it was Ian Wright. I saw playing, and everybody was all up in Liverpool, John Barnes and them, and Ryan Giggs at Manchester United in the young early days. And I just take into Arsenal. And
so them time that black youth was looking for identity, and Ian Wright pulled a lot.
Yeah, because on the pitch it was about two of them. One was I think was Campbell and Ian Wright. And it was, I don't know, I just into Arsenal, and I just never ever liked any more teams. So yeah, and I come here, and now, like I said, I have the channel, but the work take over, the business then take over, so I haven't done much on it since the past about 2-3 months. But yeah, that's what more people know me on YouTube as Yardman. So.
Yardman. So that's where the name Yardman Butcher come from?
Yeah, that's where the name Yardman come from, because the first time I went on AFTV, blew up like 350,000 views, and everybody was like, "Who this guy?" and whatever, and everybody was
Just
saying,
being on the
Yardman.
TV, just chatting the Yardman thing.
Just straight patwa. Nothing stush, nothing. And that's just me. Just be yourself. You don't need to go and be somebody else or try to fit in where, just be yourself and that's it, innit? So yeah, that's where it comes from. So I decided that, the shop, the butcher shop, and I just decided that, you know what, to let people know, because you never really hear of, people always put this yardy and like it is a bad thing.
Bad thing, yeah.
I just say, okay, Yardman, I'm just going to name the shop that. And when I say to a couple of people, they was like, no, we're trying to do this and not going to look good, people going to stay away. And the more people I talk to about the name, everybody try to deter me away from it. I'm like, you know what, I'm not even going to listen no more. So
you go the opposite?
I just go the opposite. I just say, you know what, I'm just going to go with it, because I see, whenever you see any other name, I see shop name, Istanbul, Islamabad, you name it. They give the shop them, so nobody's saying that. So why we can't do a Jamaican kind of say, okay, Yardman shop this, everybody knows it.
But normally a Jamaican product to be called Yardman, because that's their name. That's their pet name, Yardman.
No, but Yardy. They mostly call Jamaican, like you go for America, Yardy, you come to England, Yardy. But Yardman kind of
the street thing.
I'd slightly a little away from the Yardy to Yardman, so yeah.
Well, tell us about the video that go viral without your picture in it, that's your voice in it, and it go viral.
Well,
wait, before you say that, was it crying out for help, or you just want people to know that there's a shop here?
Both. Because Yardman Butcher is not my first business. Like I said, I always into business. I come here, I cook in many schools. Before, there's like maybe 20 schools. The last school that I went into was Sejil, and I leave from Sejil and cook into Lewisham, Catford Town Hall. So I'm always into cooking, always doing my thing, and I started up my business. As you know, I sell the food already from my van. Then my brother start that business, and unfortunately him get deported back to Jamaica, and I was like, take it over and just make it my business. And that's where we start from 2012. That's where it started from. So from there and then, I'm in the van, people saying, why don't get a shop? And I was like, you know what, it will come in its own time. Nothing happened before time. Eventually, I ended up getting a shop in a very mysterious way. So yeah, I get a shop, and I call that shop Tasty Flavor. But when I get the shop, it did have a name for it, because remember, Virgin, the business that we used to do, cook food, sell in the van, used to call Street Flavor. That was his name, so I try to make it mine, so I go Tasty Flavor. And yeah, I have that shop now for the last 7 years now. The opportunity came where the butcher shop was available, not to me, but by coincidence, out of curiosity, I should say, I asked, because I see little movements where I believe that they're not doing that good. So I asked, and eventually they said to me that, yeah, they're looking to pack up the business, but they have brothers and cousins who want the shop. And, it wasn't for me. So one night they come to drop off me, because these are the same people who supply your food shop. So one night they come to drop off the meat, and I said to them, out of curiosity, I said, like, how much are you selling the lease for? Because I realized that they got a 15-year lease that they just signed about 2-3 years ago. They do 3 years out of the lease. And they said, the gentleman started to laugh, and I asked the son, because the son understands more English than the mom and the dad. So I said, okay, then the way to get through to them is through the son. So I phoned the son, and try to pick him pocket, pick him brains. They say a figure that they want for the shop. So I said, okay. So I said to him, like, why can't I get it? Like, is it available for everybody? He was like, him don't know, mom and dad is the one who's dealing with it. So it's so happened, that's where, like I said, they come in the shop tonight, and I said to them, I'm going to buy the shop, I'm going to give you the money for it. And they laugh. So they didn't really take me serious. But what make it happen is because when they used to give me my meat, I used to pay them, and at times I pay them in their account. So I said, okay. So I said to them, when you're looking to pack up, I said, oh, they're going to pack up the end of the month. That's what's coming to the end of September. So we're talking about early on in the month. So I just bravely put some money in their account. And I phoned the son and I said, I want the shop. I put XYZ in the account. And he was like, what? No. I said, I put it in there already. So what's gonna happen? So the morning now, I went around there and see them, and they was like, Kino, why you do that? And I said, come on, man. Like, why can't I not get it? You see what I'm doing here. Like, give me the opportunity. They was like, it can't happen because the brother and the cousin need it or whatever the situation. So I said to them, like, the money's there already. What are you gonna do? Give back the money? Because I don't want it back. So it so happened that's where I let a week go on speaking to them, trying to convince them down. And she said to me, you know what, okay then, we're going to do this, but it has to keep as a secret because they was planning to go to Pakistan.
Until they leave,
yeah, until they leave. And I couldn't believe it.
Because their culture, they don't really sell back nothing to nobody else.
No, it has to stay in the family.
With them.
Yeah. So that's how it happened. And by the video went out now where it was a situation where I see my own, even Jamaican, walking past and they're going to the next shop. A couple of people said, oh, when I say to people, I went on to Black Business Association first, because when I take over the 1st of September, they come into this, lady come into the shop, and I said to her, I know that I take over the shop a week ago now. She said, is it? And she said, for real? I said, yeah, this is my shop now, this is a black shop now. And she put me up on the Black Business Association, one of them black business, she put me up on Facebook. And I see a lot of people come in, you know,
supporting their own business.
And so till it go quiet again. So I was always planning to do a video, put out a little video on YouTube and Facebook, letting people know. So the night now I pack up and done and say, no, sure, let's do it now, because every time I just keep putting it off. Because at the end of the day, it was me alone actually working in the shop. So I do the video, send it out, and the next day, I sent it out on Facebook and WhatsApp as well to a couple of people, because I got a lot of people on WhatsApp. I sent it out on WhatsApp. I put it up on my Instagram channel as well. I did put it up on YouTube. And to surprising me, I see loads of people start the following week, the weekend, because I put it out, I think the Thursday or the Wednesday, and then I see a
massive... It go viral.
Yeah. Good day, people, coming to you straight out of Penge High Street, Yardman Butcher Shop. From a pin to a anchor, every meat we sell apart from pork is a halal shop. So you see, everything is stuck up there. Everything is there. The shop is closed at the moment, so all the meat is packed away. But yes, people, just tell people that we need the support here. We need the support. Jamaica Valley, big up Jamaica Valley. It went viral. I see a massive influx of people coming in.
I received it about 10 times.
Yeah, because even a guy said to me that who lived behind the shop, somebody sent it from Jamaica, sent it to him and said, check out this shop.
Yeah, everyone was sending it to me, said, Ropes, you need to talk about this shop, this is Black Butchers, this is, and I drove to the shop.
Yeah.
That's when I called you, I drove to the shop and I said, I have to come and check this shop out myself. Everybody talking about this shop, and because I always telling people to support black business, no matter what they are, as long as they're doing something what is effective to you, go and support them.
Yes,
no matter what. Because black people are afraid to do business, because whenever time black people are doing business, they said, our own people said that it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that, so they can get it from down there. But what they don't realize is that if we continue to support, then sooner or later you can have your own shipment coming from Jamaica.
Well, it's like what I said, it's true, and it is a thing where they believe that this is what happened. You will go to the cash and carry, and if you buy 10, you will maybe get one free. Or if they say, for instance, a case of corned beef costs £20, If you buy 10, you maybe get it for £17. So maybe you there and then you can sell it for, so normally I can't be sell for £1.99. Because you get it at that price, you can sell it for £1.79. While me here still have to sell it for £1.99 because I only buy one case. But what people don't understand, that's what you just said. If you come inside my shop and you see something 20p, 10p more than what you see for the other shop, you're going to say, no, you're not going to buy it. Or you're going to go to the next shop. But what that do is it stop me from being able to buy 2 cases.
Yeah.
Because if you buy from me, okay, it's 10p, 20p more. If you buy from me, what that do, okay, I've been selling a case of corned beef. It take me 2 weeks to sell it. But now people start to support the business. Then the case of corned beef take me a week. So eventually I can't buy 1 case anymore.
You can buy 2.
I can buy 2. And that's what it lead on.
And then the more you buy it, the cheaper it becomes.
At some item, not everything. And this is where the Pakistani, the Indian, the community, what they do, because butcher shop, 90% of the butcher shop in England dominate by the Pakistani or the Indian. So they buy together. Because I know,
so
I
they buy
see
in bulk.
They buy in bulk. They'll buy pallet. And that's so mostly the things themselves. So if you're buying, say, the things that African community like the Nigerian is the Indomie, they will buy, I will go and buy 10 cases, but they will buy a pallet of 50 and they will sell it quicker. While me here sitting down waiting on my people to come and support, but they will say, okay, your one is 20p more, so they go down the road.
Yeah, but at the same time, our
people, we need the support. The support people, support the shop. Penge High Street opposite the McDonald's. Let's bridge that gap. We spend with the Pakistan, we spend with the Indian, we spend with the Chinese. We spend with them, we make them better than we make them richer than we every single day. We spend our money them. Do they spend our money with, does they spend for them money with we? No. What can you say a Pakistani or Indian buy from Jamaican? Nothing. But yes, till every day we empower them. So see, they know me, I am trying, as a youth come out of the ghetto straight from jungle, I try to bridge that gap. So now I have a butcher shop.
People are consumers. We are the one who support the Pakistani and the Indians and the other set of people them. So why can't we support our own people? So our own people can buy pallets.
You see, I don't know what's the stigma around black business and black people supporting it. That's what you said. They always say black businesses are always more expensive. But that's not the case. Because where I'm at, I sell my product at least 5 to 10p cheaper than the rest of the shop them around me. And people still come in there and look at the price. But what they do, what tends to happen, they realize, okay, this is for $1.98. And they go down the road and see the same thing for $1.99. Because of their pride, they wouldn't come back and say, okay, I'll buy from you because you're 10p cheaper. They'll buy it there. Because they don't want to come back and say, you know what, you're really cheaper. And that is the thing with black people. But it's not all black people say like that. As we know, we're not, we just are saying, but we know we are our own downfall.
But we want to change the narrative. We want to change. We want more people to do business, and we want to see more black business. So we need to support the black business them.
Yeah.
You understand? So how is it since the viral video come out? Is the sale go up or it's on the level right now?
Well, I see an increase in sale. High Street, Penge people, opposite the McDonald's. See there? Big up Jamaica Valley again. Now start big up Jamaica Valley. Big up Jamaica Valley. See there? Baba Roots. You see them? The Sorrel Beer, my people. Everything there. Maggie Season. Everything there. Bulgur from Jamaica. Cornmeal from Jamaica. See them, the people? Breadfruit, flour. People, everything there. Chubby. See them there? Chubby, cheesy. Everything there, my people. Everything. Bammy from Miss P. See them there? Bammy. All over. See there, these are all African products. Shea butter, hot pepper, peanut, everything we sell for every nation. Come inside here, can get something. See there? South America, everywhere we have food from. So support the business, my people, and big up on yourself. Yardman, Butcher, Penge High Street, we need to support my people. Don't be and I have to touch on this point because there's a next video go out by a gentleman where he came to the shop and he stated that he come to the shop twice and he didn't see me. And he went on company house and he looked for 133 High Street Penge, and the name come up as Mirror Allah running that business. But if you look up on the sign, the sign said Yardman Butcher. So now he done that video and he put out that video and stated that I didn't own the shop.
Whoa.
So, and to be honest with you, I see a couple of people pass and they pass and they make a remark.
So they think that you're fronting the shop for some Indian people.
Yes. And you know, there are people who outside believe it. And I've been in this country 22 years now. I have never ever seen a Chinese, an Indian, a Pakistani put a black man to front his business.
No.
Especially a butcher shop.
No.
It never happened. So for people to believe that gentleman, to think that I am fronting.
So he goes so far, because he come to the shop and never see you. He goes so far to go in company house.
Yeah.
And to look up the name of the shop.
Yeah.
And to put out the information that you didn't own the shop. So that he's trying to pull you, he just don't want to see you. So is it a case of crab in a barrel syndrome, or he just don't want to see you? You don't want to see a black person with a butcher shop, or do you think that you're lying?
Well, I don't know what his motive is, but whatever he's saying, looking at company house is false, because the truth of the matter is what you see on company house is not true, because I own the business. So you can see Mirror Allah up there.
Information take a while, because you just get the shop anyway. Yeah. So information will take a while for it to come through in Google and all the thing like that. Yeah. So it maybe take a little time. It will take a little time to come through.
So we don't know what is, like I said, I don't know what his motive is, but that's the information he put out. So I have to do a next video now.
When I got there, I didn't see you.
Thank you.
But the guy in the shop, he gave me your number.
Yeah.
And I phoned you right away.
But the same gentleman, the same Pakistani man that was in the shop, say that he see when he was making the video, and he come in and asked me, and he did tell me that the boss wasn't here. But he didn't take that in consideration and said, okay then, I'm concerned. I really want to know if this is a black owned business. I came here twice, I didn't see the gentleman. I will come back again because I want to uplift my people. But no, that wasn't the case for him. He was just trying to put me down for some reason. But like I said, it's not going to work.
You have to be soldier on. You have to soldier on. And things like this, you're going to get tested. Once you're in this kind of business, it's a big competition out there.
Yeah.
Understand? It's a big, massive competition. As you say, 90% controlled by the Asian.
Yeah.
Understand? So with a little black man trying to compete, how do you plan to stay on top with this competition?
Well, just to keep my price right, keep my produce at the best as I can get it, and as I can give it back to my customers. And basically that's all you can do. You know that when your customers come inside, you make sure that everything that they want is there, because sometimes when you don't have one product, it tends to let the customers walk out back. So whenever our customers come in and they ask for something, I don't have it, I said, I'm going to get it tomorrow. And if I say tomorrow, I make sure that I get it tomorrow. If that's something I know I can get, if I can go and get it straight away, I go and get it straight away. So for me to stay on top, for me to be somebody on the high street where I'm in between two other shops, I have to just make sure that I play my card right, do what the customers them want, put out the best, have everything fresh as possible, and I mean that will get the customers them to come in the shop.
Okay. Tell us about the local area, Penge. Tell us about it. How it's situated.
Penge is like a cosmopolitan area. It's diverse. It's got a lot of African, it's got a lot of Jamaican, Caribbean people, I should say. It's got a lot of white. It's got everybody there, and it's a nice community. You don't really hear of any violence as such in that area, and the area is come underneath Bramley. So it's a kind of vibrant area. It's go quiet after 6, after 7. It will go quiet, but the area is a very nice area. I mean, it's a high street that we want to keep alive. Bramley is trying their best to make the high street be something. Before the pandemic, it used to have they used to bring out their stall on a Saturday, you know, people selling different culture, food, cheese, beer from all over the world. So they're doing stuff to keep that community, that high street alive. And like I said, to be honest with you, there's nothing much really happening in case in violence or stuff like that. And Penge and Annalee is really a good community.
Okay. So how much months now you're in business?
Well, I'm in business at Yardman Butcher from last September. I took over from the 1st of September, yeah.
Okay, this year?
No.
Yeah? This year? No, last
September.
So you're in business 1 year?
No, I'm not in business a year yet. I'm going September, October, November, December. I'm going business like 8 months now.
8 months?
Yeah,
okay.
at the butcher shop.
And you start business in at the lowest period of business when people are packing up, losing doors are shutting, you're opening doors.
I'm opening doors.
Congratulations, man.
Well, that's the risk you have to take. And to be honest with you, is nothing easy. It's not, if you are not going to do the work, please don't try it. And for me, I just went into it head on. I didn't know what I was going into. But the opportunity, it's not really an opportunity. I say it's an opportunity, but it was there. And I make that
you take the
choice, yeah, to go into it. And like I said, I went into it blind because I'm not a butcher.
Okay, so have you done any training in butchering?
Never.
So how are you gonna know how to cut the meat when somebody say want a shoulder, or want a steak dish, or you know?
Well, you decided that you want to be a producer. You want to make movie, you want to make film.
Yeah.
And I sure know that maybe nobody even tell you ropes. This is how you go about it. But you decide.
1 second. Let's cut for a second. Let's cut for a second. Cause this is gonna come up.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ropes' podcast. You're here with your girl, Katie in Paris, also known as Virtuous Go Getter. Stay true, stay locked, and remember, generational wealth. Mwah.
Okay, welcome back. We have Kido in the house who going into business. He's a blind, but it's a good business. Kido have no qualification in butchering. He just see the niche in the market and he go for it. He's a brave guy. So Kino, all right. When I make my first movie, I make my first movie to tell a story, to show people that I just don't want to just be a point and shoot videographer. I want to go much further. It was always my dream. But I met a few people and they tell me that I have to go back to school and go back to training and to know the elements of different things and angles and position. And it's not like walking on the street and hear your friend making some noise. And you understand? Yeah. So, well, I would assume that you would have your butcher license, right? But you want to know how much piece of meat you can get out of a cow and what part. And when somebody's coming to say that he wants some fancy name and you have to know where in the cow to cut that piece. Yeah. And so what are you doing about that?
Well, like I said, I went into the business blind. I see the business and I said, you know, I'm going to know about Dennis as a black butcher in Peckham.
Okay.
Never really, and there's a couple more I hear about, never really see them, but I know about Dennis. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it. I wasn't afraid. Once I come out of business to work, I am not afraid to work. So I took on that shop, and when I took on the shop, the gentleman said to me that he was going away within 2 weeks. So everything, I have to gravitate everything within 2 weeks. So he showed me, this is how you do this is how you cut this is how you carve that. And I just have to learn it. So on that day, when I opened the shutter and the meat came, the mutton came, the lamb came, the cow came, I have to carve it. Because you have to set, if you don't cut it properly, you're going to lose money. So you have to make sure you take out every single bit. And ask me how I do it, I can't tell you. But all I know, I do it. And I even get butcher there now, who's doing butchering for years. And I have to show them, This is all I want. Honest truth. This is, well, people said to me that they have never seen one person work in a butcher shop. And I take on that business in September.
I never see that myself.
I am the only person, on a Friday, I'm the only person there. I'm the only person there on a Friday. And I was there, but that's like I said, I take it on the 1st of this September, and 2 weeks after that, me alone stand up in that shop. But like I said, if you want to do it, yeah, you will do it.
You will do it.
And that's just me, because there's nothing that I want. If I put my mind to it, I just will go for it.
Okay. All right. What would you say to other black person who want to get into business, butchering or any business, like, because I always say we want black people to start to level up. We want them to, just like how you take chances.
Yeah.
You understand? We want other people to take chances same way, and we will give them the support. Just like Ropes Podcast is giving you this support right now. What are the pitfalls one should look out for?
Well, the first thing I would say is the mindset. You have to know that when you have a business, most business is not a get rich quick. Most business you don't see a profit sometimes for the first year or two. Sometimes you can go into the first 3 years. And if you're gonna go into a business and think that you're gonna go into it and 2 months time you're gonna sit back, go on the beach, take holiday, then that's not the case. Because I can tell you that whatever business you think you're gonna open, you have to have the mindset. You have to know that you're gonna work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days for the year. You have to know that holiday is not gonna be taken. You have to know that you're gonna have sleepless night. So when you have that mindset to know that, okay, I am ready to do this, then you can go ahead and open up a business. Whatever business you want to open, whatever business, but the right frame of mind, the right mindset going towards it, then it will happen. You have people going to business and think that it is just going to be open up a food shop, we're going to get a cook, we're going to get 2 people working there, and I'm going to stay home and we're going to make money. It's not going to happen, because you have to be thinking. Remember, you own the business. If this business is going to move from step 1 to step 2, it's not going to happen on its own. You have to take that business from 1 to 2, then from 2 to 3. So you always 24 hours of the day, you're thinking in your head, what can you do to improve the business? These are the things that you have to go through with business. Business just don't happen. Business just don't grow because it's going to grow. It's going to grow because you want it to grow. It's going to grow because you put in the hard work. It's going to grow because you have sleepless night. And this is what I have. On a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and from Friday, Saturday, I don't really sleep because I have to go to the vegetable market. And the vegetable market open 12 o'clock. You have to go and pick up your goods, your vegetable and your whatever you're going to sell. If you go there late, you're going to get riffraff. Or you're going to get whatever nobody else wants. So I have to go there early. So I've been there, when I leave the shop sometime 8, 9 o'clock, I have to go and drop off meat to some restaurant. I go home, have a shower, and then I head back out straight to Spitalfield. I don't leave there sometime till maybe at 4 o'clock in the morning. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, I come right back to the shop and I pack out what I have to pack out and I get everything else ready.
So, is the business not turning over enough money for you to employ somebody else to do the runners with you as well?
Well, it's not that it's not turning over for me to get somebody, but like I said, you have to know the know-how, because you can have your business, you can take your business from 0 to 100 within no time. And your business can drop from 100 to 0 within no time. So if you know how to take it from 0 to 100, then when it drops, you can get back there. Okay. So it's not that I cannot get somebody to do all of these things.
But you're learning the craft.
But I have to know everything. Or else I'm going to teach somebody to say, you know what, when you go there, this is what I want, this is what you don't want. So you have to know, like I said, you have to know the know-how. You have to know every single thing about your business. That's the only way you can leave your business for a day or two and know, okay, this is what I want to get done. That's what I want to get done. So if you don't know where to source a product from, how are you going to run the business? If the meat man them turn up later, they don't give you what you want, you have to know how to go and get it, where else to go and get it. The same thing with the vegetables. Sometimes you go there, it's not there. You have to know where else to go. And you have to have a relationship with your supplier. So it's not a matter of fact that is where you can just send somebody to go and pick up stuff. Nobody will know you. Because when I go to Smithfield, about 10 vegetable stalls, they know me. And I can even phone them and I can get what I want. I can send somebody because I build that relationship with my supplier.
Okay.
In that short space of time. So that's what business all come down to. You have to know the know-how, you have to know your supplier, you have to know everything about running a business.
I get you. You're gonna get there. You're determined.
Well,
so you're gonna
that's
get there.
The only way you're gonna get there.
So tell me something. With so much butchers in Sainsbury's, Tesco, Iceland, all over the place. And the high street is laced with butchers, and you find a space. What different are you gonna bring to your customer what they never get before so them to stay with you?
Well, the only thing I can give to my customers is honesty. Because I could give them the best that they require. Because a lot of people go to shop and they don't go back there because they said something wrong with the meat. If I believe something wrong with my meat, I won't give it to my customer. So, and at all time, I'm looking out for my customers. So when our customers leave my shop happy, they will return. More likely they will return. So in one simple term, honesty. That's the best thing I can give to my customers. And that's something where I could say I can stand out from the rest. I don't know if the rest is giving honesty, but that's what I want to give. And when you give honesty, when you make people feel comfortable, when you make people... my butcher, for me, when people come into the shop, and they in too many what they want to buy, what they want to cook, I run it down to them. I said, okay, you can, when last you have pepper steak, when last you have oxtail? Oh, I don't have oxtail because I can't cook it. No problem. I will sell the oxtail and I'll tell you exactly how to cook it. And if you stop anywhere, here's my number, phone me. I don't just sell meat. I give customers something.
You build a personal relationship.
Thank you. With my customers, and that's something where they said other butcher shop they just give them. They would ask the Asian how to cook A, B, or C. They wouldn't. So for you to have a Caribbean shop there with a black man there who cook your type of food, how welcome is that? They can tell you exactly. And there's a lot of people that tell how to cook curry goat, oxtail, everything.
But you're a chef, you run a restaurant.
Thank you. So it's a package you get.
Yeah, you're the best person to go and get meat from.
Thank you.
Because you would know the type of meats to buy, to give to your customer, and you're a black person, so you would know what black people like.
Yeah.
You understand? So you're a winner. So tell me something. How far on the scale are you now with your business? As I say, you're learning, you're there 8 months, you're learning the steps. And how far on the scale are you?
Well, I would say I am just on this. I just 1 foot on the ladder. I'm nowhere where I want to be yet. Nowhere close. I have 2 business, but you can have something today and tomorrow don't have it. So that doesn't make me comfortable. That doesn't make me want to say relax, because this is not the time to relax. So for me personally, I'm nowhere where I want to be. In that department, in the butcher department, I am still learning the trade. There's a lot more there I have to learn, and day by day I'm learning. So I'm never stop learning, and it will never stop. So we're at the scale, like I said, I'm just right about at 1 foot.
You're cranking up.
Just right at 1 foot there.
Keen up. I'm gonna say congratulations again in your business venture. I'm proud of you, and I know that you're gonna be a role model for a lot of young black people growing up and see you doing business and see that you've been here. You enough people take the next route, and you take this business route to show people that no matter what, just put your mind to it and go for it.
There's always a things with Jamaican. When Jamaican go to either Canada, America, or England, people always believe that we have just one mindset. We just want to come here, we want to make quick money. And I'm just trying to be the one where to show people that we are not all that type of people what you think we are. We can go into whatever business. I would like to come on the high street and walk into a post office and I see a black Jamaican or a black African or a black man running that post office. We never see stuff like that.
There's a black post office up the road.
There's a black,
there's an African black post office. She actually run me out to her shop the other day because I was looking for an envelope and I look over the counter and she told me I must look over a counter. And so I said, okay, it's okay.
Well, so for me, I would really like to see, especially my fellow Jamaican, the one who I know have the money, like put it to use, go into business, show, because you go into business, that's only going to help your family, your kids that growing up. Leave something for them. We came here, and most of us came from nothing. Come to America, come to England. We came from nothing. But are we going to let our kids grow up the same? Are we going to let our family look at us and say, you know what, my dad used to have this, my dad used to have that? No. Because if you look into other community, the Asian community, the Chinese community, they live in a legacy. There's something that called generation wealth that most black people don't really know about, or they don't want to know about it. So I'm in this business, but not in for myself, because I could easily, as you know, you used to see me in party, and that was a life change for me. Like 7 years ago, I said, you know what? This have to stop, because 5 kids, and I'm thinking to myself, like, going out every night, doing this, doing that, like, what am I showing to my kids? What am I going to leave for my kids? What if some God forbid something happened to me? What's going to happen? It's just that the Wilson going to just stay like that. So I'm trying to make a difference, and there's loads more people out there could do the same. It's not hard, it's not easy, but if you believe that you can do it, if you believe that you want to make your children grow up and see a better future, then start something, show them a better way than what we're doing now. Because for Jamaican, we always believe that to go out there, I want the best, let our children wear the best clothes, the best trainers, looking the best at all time. That's not it. And why I say that, I remember my first son, I buy him bicycle for about 4 years. And my son is 17 now, going 18 September. And my son can only remember I buy him one bicycle. One. And this is when he was about 15. He said, you know, I want a bicycle, and I buy him one. And that's the only one he could remember. So remember, whatever you put on your son's feet, whatever clothes you make them wear, the most expensive clothes, they're not going to remember that. What they're going to remember is when that time comes, when they want to do something and they come to mom and dad to ask for help, and you can't help them, they're going to want to know, what were you doing?
What were you doing? That's a good message. That's a good message out there for any man out there who feel like so you could just put your kids in designer clothes, put down that money, invest that money into something else so they have a better tomorrow. You understand? And never you think about looking after your kids and making a future for your kids and thinking about they're going to turn them back on you. You live your life, you bring them here, your time to support them.
To support them, yeah.
You understand?
So, that's it. And like I said, I just want, what I really want, I would have really loved to see Jamaican wherever we go, because we're a great nation. I believe that we're the best. But when we go anywhere else, even in Jamaica, we don't get the respect. And it's not that we can't get the respect. It's just that we don't allow ourselves to make people respect us, because it's the way we carry ourselves, the things that we do. Obviously, we're going to make mistakes. Obviously, things are going to happen. But we have to learn to let people respect us. When people see a Jamaican, okay, yes, that's a Jamaican, he's no nonsense.
He's doing well.
Yeah, you get me. We don't have to run in a business. Yeah, we could be working, but it's the respect, it's the name Jamaican. We need to make people put some respect on it. And for we to do that, we have to first respect ourselves. We have to first stop the certain things. Because, you know, really and truly, Jamaica make people out there rich. And we always going to stay poor. And I don't understand, like, why we keep doing that. Why we don't look into ourselves and say, you know what, I was talking to somebody and they said to me, they passed a remarks, and the guy said to me that, you know what, Jamaican feel like they conquer the world if they go to America and they get a green card. If they come to England and they get a British passport, they believe that they conquer the world. And I know I was sitting down months after him said that to me, and I was looking to it, and I said to him, you know, so it's really true. Most people, when they call, have you ever hear anybody come out and call, any African call themselves Mohammed British or whatever British? As a Jamaican, so you see, those are the things that we gravitate to. The things
it's only a few people.
It's only a few, but the things that we gravitate to not going to bring us anywhere. And it's time for we to just realize that, you know what, we need to change the road now, because our kids growing up, and we need to leave legacy for them.
But people like you are doing it. You're leading the way.
Well, me alone cannot do it.
No, you have to start somewhere. If you start, then few people more will follow.
If I'm trying to leave a legacy for my son, and you have a son, and you don't leave a legacy for your son, and my son trying to achieve and trying to build from what his dad leave for him, then your son gonna say, you know what, no boy, they have money, you know, and then he want to move to my son or to rob him or stuff like that.
Maybe my son will come and work for your son.
Well, this is what I'm saying. When everybody trying to move the same way, leave a legacy, then your son, my son will pre your son, or your son will pre my son. Because you know what, my dad leave this and I'm trying to build on that.
So what other business venture are you into?
Well, to be honest with you, there's two more business adventure, but it doesn't come true yet, so I'm just keeping it close to my heart. But really and truly, my next business adventure, I need to own a McDonald's, and that's what I'm striving for.
Yeah, they're doing franchise now.
They're always franchise, so that's what I'm striving for. So I speak to a couple of people, and they're trying to put it off. They're trying to tell me this, but I know the sky's the limit for me.
Are they a professional advisor? Or just regular?
Well, they are franchise in McDonald's as well, and Subway, and what's it call it? Yeah, McDonald's and Subway. I forgot what the next one. So the sky's the limit for me, and there's other things out there, but it don't come to the forecourt as yet. And there's other things in the pipeline where I'm trying to push through, but it just take time and it take money.
Okay, Kino, I just want to congratulate you again, and I wish you the sky is the limit, brother. And you look like you're on a mission.
I'm on a mission.
And your mission will complete. Just keep going. You understand? So from Ropes Podcast, we just want to say congratulations to you again, and keep all your head up, brother.
Thank you.
You understand?
That's all I have to do.
There's going to be rough times and good times. But as you say, you're cranking on.
I'm going.
And people, here we have it. This young man tried to do his best in England. He's trying to stand out. He go maybe on one of the roughest high street to do business, right? But then we need to support him. We need to support black business. So people, get behind this brother and support him. Don't make him fail. Because if he fail, we fail. Okay? So Kino, it was nice to have you here in the studio, bro.
Thank you very much.
And let's keep moving, bro.
Yeah, and my restaurant is 118 Annalee High Street, SC 192AN, and the butcher shop is 133 Penge High Street, just opposite the McDonald's. I cannot miss it. That's why it's called Yardman Butcher, 133 High Street, Penge, opposite the McDonald's. And I really need the support because it's a high street. The rent is high, business rate is high, the wages is high, and with your support, well, we can have a black butcher shop for years to come on that high street. So please, people, come and support the high street. It is a black-owned business. I know a lot of people believe that I'm fronting up for the Asian, but it's not true. It's a black-owned business. I'm 100% own that business. Nobody else own it with me. So I just want to support people. Just come support the business and just to could carry it on. You know, people could come and ask for advice if they want to open up a business. I'm always there. So support the business, 113 Penge High Street and Taste the Flavor Caribbean Kitchen, 118 Annalee Road. Thank you very much.
People, let me say it before we leave. This young man could have his money and drinking champagne and wearing the most Gucci and Louis Vuitton all over the place. But you know what? He's creating a legacy. Without your help, he cannot do it. So support him. Support black business. Let we level up. Okay? We're out.